to repurpose a couple of old items into new items to keep you warm for the fall as we're heading into winter. It's starting to get cold out there, so I've got one of those blanket, scarf, shawl type things that seem to be so popular right now. They're so easy to make and it's way more affordable to do it at home. Plus, I'm also going to show you how to repurpose an old sweater into a pair of new mitts. So you'll need a sweater, scissors, a hot glue gun, and a piece of chalk, and that is it. This is a no-sew DIY. So first I'm just putting my hand down on the sleeve of the sweater here and tracing around the outside with my chalk to create that mitt shape. Make sure you are giving some extra room all around the outside of your hand. And then I'm just popping in a couple of needles so that when I cut this outline out, none of the fabric is going to shift and move, and both of the pieces are the exact same size. So cut out your mitt, and then when you're done, pull out all of those needles. You do want to make sure that the sweater is inside out right now. So basically the good sides of the fabric are facing into each other. We're going to lay down hot glue all around the outside of this mitt and make sure that that is as tight to the edges as possible, and you're going to glue that together. It's instead of sewing. You can flip your mitt inside out and it's almost done at this point. So go ahead and repeat that entire process with the opposite hand, pulling out those pins once you've cut it the shape out, and again hot gluing those pieces together. So to finish off your mitt, we're just taking the cuff of the sleeves of the sweater. So put your mitt back inside out, and then we are going to roll up that edge right here along the inside, and then we're going to grab the cuff of the sweater that we just cut off and hot glue those two pieces together. So again, just lay down some glue and hot glue those pieces together and go around the entire perimeter of the opening of the mitt. You're going to want to glue both of those pieces together once you're all done, and then trim off the excess, and when you flip it inside out, it actually looks really good. So you've got a finished cuff for your mitt, and you can repeat that process with the other mitt as well. Moving on to our blanket cape scarf thing, just grab a blanket. You'll need scissors, chalk, and a sewing machine or needle and thread. So I had the yarn in there because I thought I'd make some tassels, but I didn't end up doing that. So I started by folding my blanket in half, and then I'm folding it in half the opposite direction, and I'm going to use my chalk to draw a line alongside this. So this is just, instead of measuring it, this is the center point now where I'm going to make the opening for this garment. So you can go ahead and just cut up the one side of this fabric. Do not cut both sides. And we're only cutting up until we meet that fold at the top. So once you reach that, you're pretty much done. We're just going to pull out a couple of these frayed edges, depending on what kind of fabric you're working with. Creates a nice little edge here. I actually quite like it. And we're just going to stitch alongside that so no more pieces come out, so we can stop those frayed edges. So pick whatever kind of stitch you want, just take that alongside the entire cut that you just made, and when you get to that point where the cut stops, just go and do a couple of back stitches. It is a high stress point, so you're going to want a little extra support there. And as you can see, that's what my stitching looks like. Pretty basic. That's it. DIY, give me a like, share this with your friends so they can stay cozy and warm this season as well. And if you're trying these out for yourself, send me some photos of what it looks like when you're done. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Janelle Steeper. And don't forget to use the hashtag toDIYfor when you're tagging me in those photos. I want to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers so far. I made it to 100, which was a really huge milestone for myself. So thank you for subscribing. If you have not already subscribed and you're new, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe because every single Wednesday I'm out with a new DIY video. Cheers, see you next week. So, come
on, work that one runway, baby.
What?
Was your nipples hanging out?